Hello, we are live. I can't believe it's taken me this long to get back onto a live on this channel. If you've just joined us, you're most welcome. It's a very special evening tonight here in the UK. It's Sunday night, and the reason I'm doing this video, it should be called something like how much YouTube pays me at 10,000 subscribers. Recently, in the last month or so, I hit 10,000 subscribers, the big 10K. And usually when I hit a milestone like this, I put a video up showing all my analytics and showing how much revenue, money, cash that I get from the YouTube AdSense, the YouTube Partner Program. But I've been putting off making this video. So I thought, why not go live? And I'll show you everything literally in real time on my YouTube studio, and we'll go through the analytics together. I've got a live chat going right now. Anyone can say hi, or if you're watching the replay of this video, say hi in the comments. And if you want to share your analytics as well, and we can all compare how things are going for us here on YouTube. One video went nuts and it went viral, or viral for me. And that video is currently at 300,000 views. So I'm going to go into that video and show you how much money that one video is getting me. And here's a spoiler, it's quite a lot more than all my other videos combined, as well as subscribers. So this is why I've gone through the 10K mark. The other thing that I wanted to do was to try out StreamYard. So this live broadcast, video cast, is coming to you via StreamYard. I'm sure we'll have a look at that at some stage during the live stream. If you're new to the channel, I do lots of experiments on YouTube, and I show how those experiments go and what you might want to try or avoid along the way. So it's to help high achieving creators and performers just like you, high five, silent five, to make more videos here on YouTube. And I've been avoiding making videos. I'm finding the editing quite oppressive and the thing that's holding me up. So I've just bit the bullet and gone live. And here in the UK, it's the night after one of the biggest shows in the country, the Eurovision broadcast, and that's a week after the coronation and the coronation party. So I thought I'd get into the spirit and have a live video cast from the Happy Hut with my 2 cameras and no dancers, no songs, thankfully. But let's go into the Happy Hut now. How are you doing? Say in the comments what you're up to tonight. It's really great to have you. And we're going to be in here. So if I just press the button here, we're live on camera 1, and I can see that we have 2 viewers. Welcome to the big one from the hut. I think I'm going to run this for about an hour. I think it's going to take about an hour to go through every single tab on my YouTube studio dashboard. So let's see if we can put that up on screen now. Forgive me, we got StreamYard and I'm on the free tier, so I'm trying it out just to see if this is something worth trying out, and that's going to come up 1 or 2 times during this broadcast. Say in the chat, have you used StreamYard? Have you streamed live? Any tips you can give me? I am all ears and earpiece as well. So I'm just listening to make sure that we are actually on air. Let me share a tab here. And this is how the channel is looking. So I started out just wanting to share my experiments here on YouTube in case you wanted to also try things out. And I thought if I make mistakes along the way or find things that might be helpful, that's what this channel is about. I still remember some of those videos from not too long ago, about 3 years ago. I ended the end board and I'd say the number of subscribers at the end of the end board, and it was, 46 subscribers. And in the space of 3 years, I'll show you exactly how it's gone up. But as you can see right now, we're on 11.7 thousand subscribers, which to me seems insane. Most of this has come very recently from one video, and that one video isn't even about how to do things on YouTube. It's a Google Photos tutorial. But I thought it'd be useful in case you use Google Photos for storing videos for your YouTube channel. And it has gone absolutely crazy. Look, if I hit the popular button, look, my most popular video is at an absolutely balmy 324,000 views. I'm going to show you exactly to the penny how much YouTube has given me in cash for that one video. And that video has only been live for 5 months, but it went crazy about 3 months ago at the start of the year. It throws all of my analytics. Let's go to my YouTube studio. Now, the way this is going to work is that we've got live chat running. You might be watching this as a replay. I'm going to release this as a regular video, and I'll have chapter headings in the description so you can jump forward, because this is going to be, excuse me, very conversational. So please leave comments, because I do not want to hear the sound of my voice all evening. Come in for the ride, because get yourself a drink. It is a gorgeous evening here in the UK. Tell me where you're watching from as well, because I know we have viewers from all over the world. Whoa, the chat's gone nuts. So this is how the chat is looking at the moment. And if you're watching the replay, please say hello in the comments, because we'll keep the conversation going on this video. I'd like to do this a bit more often. The reason I'm doing this live is, firstly, we've hit 10,000 subscribers, so I thought it would be a live special, a live Sunday night from the Happy Hut special. But also, and you might identify with this, my editing has just, I'm a good editor, I think. I'm quite quick, but it's absolutely the logjam of all my channels. And if you're feeling that, say hi in the chat. Just say editing sucks if you if you feel the same way. For some reason, I've been putting off this video, and I just thought, why not? Given that we've had the coronation and Eurovision here in the UK, why not go live with 2 cameras? Let me show you my other camera, and then we will see some money on screen. Let's bring my cursor over. I've got 2 screens, which I'll show you. This is a bit special. I'm hoping you can still hear me from this this microphone, but this is what the Happy Hut looks like. This is what my battle station looks like. I'd love to see what your battle station looks like. I don't know how you can share that with me. Tell me how your setup is working for you. I think I finally, after about 5 years, I think I've finally got things roughly how I want. So I can see your chat and comments over here on that screen, and I've got StreamYard going on this screen. Let's punch the camera up full screen, and I'll show you the Field of Dreams. And there's no image stabilization on this, so it is going to be a little bit shaky. And I've got the chamomile tea going. Tell me what you're drinking. I'll just do some more warm up for another minute before we get into all the statistics. But there's plenty of time to get some popcorn, get your favorite beverage of choice. And this is what, if you've not seen StreamYard before, this is how the console looks. So I can, oh, look at that, Mr. Shaky Hands Man. I need to switch the decaf. Look, I can switch up anything I want along the bottom here. So if I could put me on the left-hand side of the screen there with the chat. And we've got a nice video of the Happy Hut here. Let's take that, and I'll add that to the stream. The trickery of of live broadcasting. I thought I'd record that bit just so that it took the pressure off the beginning. And I can also switch back to this camera. So StreamYard is working out very well for me at the moment, and I'm going to switch cameras back. Let's put you over here. But if you have any questions about my YouTube setup, again, we'll go through that, and I'll be able to take your comments thanks to StreamYard, and we'll put them on screen, which is quite exciting. Let's switch cameras, back to camera. I'm hoping my microphone stays through all of that, so it's going to be interesting watching back on this stream. We're going to get to the money. I promise you we're going to get to the money. Let's have a look at some of your questions. I'm going to put me bigger on the screen there. Oh, not that much bigger. Right, so Obsidian, you asked, right, let's put you up first. Thank you for your question. Now, if I hit this button, I think I can show it on screen. Oh, here we go. So Obsidian asks, that's a great channel name, and I can see you've got a block of Obsidian too. When you hit 1,000, can you monetize? That is such a good question. Sort of. you have to have 4,000 hours watch time. And I'll show you how the watch time works in my analytics in a moment. And I know I'm teasing everyone with coming up, but I'm just want to sort out all the business and say hi to everyone. So yeah, you need 4,000 cumulative hours of watch time. So that means all of the watch time that your viewers have watched added together in the last 365 days. So you've got to get 4,000 hours and have those 4,000 hours in the last year. So if you've clocked them up over 2 years, it doesn't count. They only just count as a rolling count the very last 365 days. Say in the comments and the chat if you are struggling with gaining subscribers or gaining watch time. I've tried setting up 4 channels, and for me, every time it's the watch time. And the advice that I've been given is doing things like this. Doing live streams apparently helps clock up the watch time. That's not why I'm doing this. Excuse me, it's chamomile tea. But for me, it's the watch time that's harder. So let me know what's harder for you. Can I scroll down? I can scroll down. Look at this. Oh, the technology. So I hope that helps, Obsidian. Great question. Oh, yes, and you can't have any strikes. Thank you, P of the J of the R. Obsidian, how long did it take for me? Well, I'm not sure I'm a good person to compare with because I've been on YouTube since 2012, I think. So I've been on for a long time. And back then, you didn't need 1,000 subscribers and you didn't need 4,000 watch hours. So I actually got monetized with, I think, 18 subscribers. And I got about 18 cents a day, which was brilliant. And they stopped it with Adageddon. Was it Adageddon? Where YouTube changed all the rules because they had to please the advertisers. And it's not called Adageddon, wasn't it? It'll come to me later on. But so all my money stopped. And then I had to wait for the 1,000 subscribers. But I think properly it took me about a year and about 100 videos. But I had been there a long time as well. But I then started making videos that were consistent. So the same types of video. And I started off vlogging in 2019. I was filming myself when I was working in Manchester, which is in the north of the UK here. And I loved those vlogs. But nobody watched them. And then I started sharing videos like this, where I showed just how YouTube worked for me. And then those videos did really well. And something I'm going to be talking about later on in the feed is I have a background in the media, but actually I found it harder because of that. So if you're coming to this fresh, you have got such a big advantage because you can try anything and just go for it. Whereas my problem was that because I work with like the best video editors in the country and the best sound recordists and the best art directors, I'm made a video and it just looked rubbish compared to that. And that was such a wrong way of looking at it. So I think if you have a background in media production, I would say it's a lot harder because you're constantly comparing yourself with the wrong things and not focusing on the right things, which is to just get videos out. And there are a lot of YouTube gurus. They're really pushing my button at the moment because they're saying, "Oh, don't put lots of videos out," and that is absolute rubbish. Things took off for me when I managed to get regular videos out. Because I got better at it. It meant that people who were watching a video were more likely to click on another video. So that was a good sign for the algorithm. But most of all, it just meant that things got better and better for me. I'm going to show you the only metric that counts on YouTube for me right now. And it isn't click-through rate and it isn't thumbnails and titles. It's a really good question. If you have 4,000 hours and 1,000 subs, excuse me, a drink. Does it make it easier, or can I just have 1,000 and still monetize? Oh no, Obsidian, ask as many questions as you like, because you're asking questions that everyone is feeling. So thank you. I'm really grateful for the question. You have to have both. So if you have 4,000 hours and 1,000 subs, you literally get an email from YouTube to say, do you want to monetize your channel? If you click in Studio, should we put Studio up? Finally, Neil. What time is it? We're 20 minutes into the stream, and we'll finally, yeah, we'll finally see your studio. Look, you'll be able to see all my money. Ka-ching. Oh, not yet. Oh, big tension. So on the left-hand side here, Obsidian, if you click on the top 3 bars, you can do this along while you're watching the stream. And if we scroll down here, you will see Earn. I think that's the right one. And inside Earn, it will show you where you're at with monetization. Now, mine looks different from yours because I am monetized. But if you click on the dollar sign in YouTube Studio, so that's studio.youtube.com. So if you type that into your browser, you can follow along with me and see your analytics. So click now on the dollar sign just to see what kind of thing YouTube is telling you. But if you click on the dollar sign, that should open up where you're at with the monetization. That tab used to be called monetization. Now it's called Earn. They're trying to make things a lot easier on YouTube. So good on them for that. So let's go back to the dashboard. I want to see your questions as well. So Obsidian, I hope that answers your question. Basically, YouTube will tell you when you've hit what they need, and then you just follow the on-screen instructions. There are lots of good tutorials, and there's some on my channel as well, on how to get monetized and how long it takes. Don't even look at it until you've put 100 videos out. Just get the videos out, because when you are monetized, you're going to need to keep getting views and wanting to get repeat views, and that only comes from sheer volume of videos on your channel. Should we go in? I'll click on analytics. So your channel, it says, which is my channel, got 65,000 views in the last 28 days. That's gone down, and I'll show you how that's affected or been affected recently. And I'm going to go through every one of these tabs. Watch time, I'm getting, you're probably throwing things at the screen right now. If you're trying to get 4,000 watch hours, I've managed to get 3,000 watch hours in a month. This is all from one video. And what happened was, in the middle of last year, I was on about 300 hours per month. And if you fall below 4,000 hours in a year, they can take the monetization away from you. And I was getting really, actually no, it was probably about 600 hours, but it was not looking good. So I just made some more videos and things went crazy. Let me, here, if you click on the top right hand side, here, we can choose. So let's hit 90 days and look at that spike. That is what happened. I got 873 hours in a day, and then it kind of settled down again. So we're on a regular, boring bump, but I'm very grateful for all the money this one video is bringing in right now. The last 90 days I had nearly 300,000 views. That's going down at the moment because these big nice peaks where I got 13,000 views in a day, oh happy days, they're sort of behind us now. The subscribers, again, this was mostly from one video, 200 in a day, which was lovely. And now we're on about 20 subscribers a day, which again, I'm very, very happy with. The revenue in the last 90 days, we had, let me show you this day, $43 in a day, which was, I'm so grateful for. We're now looking at about $10 to $15 a day, which is going down very well, I have to say. I'm broadcasting this in the sort of the Western Hemisphere. Unfortunately, I can't feed my family on this kind of money every 3 months. But it is, my goodness, when I was getting 18 cents a day, to be getting $20 a day, it just feels good. So if you're thinking of doing this, my only message to you is to keep going. Just keep going. Keep getting those videos out, because one of them will explode. If I scroll down, I'll show you what videos are doing the business, and I'll go from 10 up to 1. And if this is what you'd like to see, then please, let me know in the chat. But if there's anything that you that you're not that interested in, or something that you'd prefer me to focus on, put it in the chat and we'll go through it together. So at number 10 in the last month, I've got this video about how to clean the roof of a car, because my kids, this was years ago, we're looking at 7 years ago, they accidentally, on purpose, drew all over the car. So I showed how to clean it, and that has been bringing in really nice money. So that brings in $3 a month. And if I go to lifetime, the total money that's brought in the last 3 years, it looks like that, it's $132 for a video, which is, you know, lovely. But in my brain, I'm thinking, oh, why can't I get one of those videos out every day? Then I could do this full time. And, you know, you've just got to do this leap of faith. If I go lifetime, oh, it is showing lifetime. Oh, that's views. Yeah, revenue, look. So I was earning money from it back when we didn't need 1,000 subscribers. Look at that, 1 or 2 cents a day. And then when I was remonetized in March 2020, just before the lockdown, pure coincidence, it then goes back to earning money cents. So that's number 10 in my top 10. I don't know, I won't go through all 10, don't worry. I'm just showing you these as examples. And then I've got how to add subtitles to your videos. That's at number 9. Number 8, what happens at 1,000 subscribers? Obsidian, you might like that video. I'm sure you don't need or want to watch any more of my videos. But if you do, that video, I actually show you the process of what happens when your channel reaches the big 1,000. During lockdown, everyone wanted to know how to record things on Zoom, and I've got a little tutorial on what happens when that goes wrong. That brought in quite a lot of money. That's got quite a high RPM. I'll show you that. RPM is how many dollars per 1,000 views. So if I go to the revenue tab, this video about Zoom calls has earned me $800 in its lifetime. So that's in 3 years. And if you scroll down, you might not have this yet if you're not monetized, but you get a little revenue tab at the top. It shows you exactly how that breaks down. And what's really nice about this video, can you see in this box here, video performance, it says revenue for every 1,000 views, which is RPM. The word M is from the Latin mille, which means 1,000, which is very pretentious. So YouTube explains it there. Revenue for every 1,000 views, $10.30. So for every 1,000 views, I earn $10. Now that's not true of every video. Some of my videos, let's go the other side, some of my videos have an RPM of $3 per 1,000 views. And we'll see that on my dad channel. This channel seems to earn roughly, well, we can see. Let me show you. So this is how you work out the RPM for your channel. If I click on revenue over here, so this is my revenue for the last 28 days. I've earned $409. If I scroll down, look, if you move the cursor, you can see what you earn each day. And then if I scroll down, my RPM is $6.48. So overall, you can work out how much money I'm earning by multiplying the thousands of views by $6.48. So every time I get 1,000 views, I earn in my bank account, thank you very much, Google AdSense, I earn $6.48. And you can see how much I've earned. I could show you more than that when I click on see more, but sorry, my face is covering part of it. So far in May, we're halfway through May, and the channel's pulling in $186. I did really well in March when the the views went crazy for my #1 video. So it shot up from, you can see in December I earned $123, and it just rocketed up, which was really nice and helped me to keep going and make more videos. These are my top earning videos. I'm going to jump to this crazy one in a moment, but if I click on see more, it shows you this crazy line graph of the top 5 videos. And you can see that one video, the blue line, if I just stay still for a moment, how to fix your Google storage space, that earned $9.47 that day. And you can sort of track it. So the blue line goes, let's go to the biggest one, where it earned $16 on the 26th of April. If I scroll down, YouTube Studio, it shows you how much each video earned. Let's go to the highest earning video, which is how to fix your Google Photos. If you are on Android, there's Google Photos stores photos and videos, but if you go over 15 gigabytes of data, they start shutting your Google account down and they invite you to pay a subscription. So I made a video about how to avoid that and how I avoid it and how to bring your account back under the 15 gigabyte storage limits. And this video has just gone crazy because everyone was feeling the pain of that. So here's another tip. If you have a channel and you're making videos on a subject, what are the hardest things in that subject? Just make a video about it. Even if everyone else has made one, it will be your take and your solution and your workaround. I wasn't expecting it to do this. $1,622, which is absolutely insane. So it started off la, well, that's nice, getting the odd dollar here and there, and it went, and then in February it really leapt up. It's on this course now, and I keep thinking any day now it's going to run out. Any day. And if I put up the last 90 days, you'll see the roller coaster I've had. I'm so sorry, it's Sunday night, so my whole family are watching Netflix, Disney Plus, and I think we've got some Minecraft realms going on. So mind you, I think the whole nation is probably online, which is slowing us all down. But this is how this video is doing. So when you see that that channel is bringing in $15, you can see that this one video is bringing in most of that, which is wonderful. I'm so grateful, but I'm very aware that this could all go away and just end tomorrow. So I'm just got to carry on making those videos. It's brought in nearly 3,000 subscribers and it's brought in 13,000 watch hours. So if you do keep on making the videos and one of them takes off, you can't guarantee that it's going to happen. But when it does, it feels good. And then you think, oh, I wish the rest of my channel was like that, because then I could just do this all day long. Adpocalypse. I knew I got it wrong. Adageddon. I like Adageddon. I think Adageddon's good, but you're right. Thank you, P of the J of the R. The Adpocalypse. Of course, the Adpocalypse. We should do a little quiz, shouldn't we, on YouTube? How do you get the money? Is it Google AdSense? Right, so there is a video. I'm going to put it in the description. It explains everything. And it will walk you through what happens step by step. Does watching in Speed 2 speed earn streamers less somehow? Yeah, it's a good question, isn't it? Because we'll watch speeded up, don't we? And the funny thing with that is that affects the watch time, because and the percentage viewed. You could have, say, 37% of the video watched or 100% of the video watched, but only half the time. So the speed does affect things. So this is my retention for this video. So my average is 3 minutes 39. Let's scroll down. So what I was trying to say was, if you as a viewer watch 100% of the video of a 10-minute video at double speed, that will show up and be recorded as 5 minutes watch time, but 100% completion, I believe. And that's how your completion rate could go over 100%, because you could rewatch sections as well, which adds up watch time. All YouTube seems to worry about is overall watch time, I think. I mean, obviously it takes into account percentage viewed, but it really likes videos that have higher watch time. And I've seen that happen so many times on my channel. If you can keep people just watching full stop, it's all right if they're watching double speed, because just as long as they're watching. So I'm not sure that's a good answer to your question. Thank you, Obsidian. I hope that answers. Can't you just go and watch one of your videos on a different account over and over again and just keep getting more and more watch hours? That is a really good question, and I would really advise against that. P of the J of the R, because someone said in my comments, I know about this. I won't say that the channel, their monetization was stopped because YouTube had detected unusual activity. So if you watch something over and over again, YouTube's recording all kinds of data on us. It records the device we're on, the mood we're in, the things we watch. You know, it records whether you're watching on a phone or on a TV screen, and what kind of videos you're watching, and you're watching in short bursts or longer runs. But it records all other kinds of data that it doesn't release to us, like the IP address that it's coming from, your unique internet web address. It's just streams of data that it's crunching through, and it only shows us just a tiny portion of it on the YouTube Studio. So I would advise really strongly against trying to do that, trying to farm your views. I think it can be detected, and I know people who have had their monetization stopped when they haven't done that, but the system has detected unusual watching. The biggest, most interesting thing about YouTube videos is, have you noticed that when a video is clocking up views, when it hits 301 views, the counter freezes and it stays on 301 for, could be a few hours, sometimes it's a few days. And what's happening there is that YouTube's servers are collating all the data. That's the point. 301 views is when YouTube drills into the data a bit more, and it takes out what it calls legitimate views. So that those are views from all around the world, from just people watching a video. And it removes suspicious activity, and it also removes your own views. And I think your own views don't have to be on your accounts. I think it's got all kinds of ways of detecting your IP address. So I think it would be better to spend that time thinking up ideas for new videos. Personally, if it was me, and I'd spend that time making more videos for YouTube than just watching one of your videos on an endless loop. Because once you get over 301 views, those repeated views are taken away. They also count one view as a view within a certain time period as well. So if you keep hitting replay, that only counts as one view anyway. And when it hits 301 views, it's going to go through the data to see how those views were made. And I'm not a YouTube expert. I'm just sharing my journey here on YouTube and some of the things that I've noticed and some of the things that you've been telling me in the comments. And that was one of the things I was told. So fantastic question. Thank you, P of the J of the R in the U of the S of the A. Really appreciate you being here. So let's go back into YouTube Studio audience for this one video. So this was my superstar video. So you can see they're nearly all new viewers. And then the revenue in the last 90 days, that's $1,100. Let's go to the last month. $288 a month from one video. And we'll go down to RPM. Let's bring up RPM, which is how much we earn per 1,000 views. It's $6. It's clipping it off there. That's useful, isn't it? Oh, yes. 666. Ain't that the truth? So yeah, $6.66 per 1,000 views. I'm not a superstitious person, he says, straightening his shirt. But that's how much. So, and that's kind of similar for the rest of the channel. The whole channel videos is $6.46. CPM, let's go through CPM. So we've dealt with RPM, which is how much money you earn per 1,000 views. CPM is just the cost that the advertisers pay. And usually it's about sort of nearly double the RPM. That's because YouTube splits the revenue on regular. There are all kinds of ways you can earn revenue. You can have tips and memberships, premium views. So if someone's watching this on YouTube Premium, you get some money for that. You can see it on just on the top of the screen there, the breakdown. I got $285 from the ads, $2.85 for the premium views. YouTube splits its revenue with us. So if the money it gets for your video is 100%, believe the split is 55% of that money goes to us and 45% goes to YouTube. Of that $15, let's scroll down again, per 1,000 views, that's kind of split 55%, 45%. And that is why the RPM is is that, even though that doesn't seem to be 55%, does it? Even my schoolboy maths can work that out. But it gives you a rough idea of advertisers paying more for some videos than others. Here are some things that affect your RPM. I really want to make a video on this. If you want to make more dollars per 1,000 views, it's really simple. Make the videos longer. That's one way, because more ad breaks will be served in the video. Another way is to choose your topic. So if you're doing a gaming video, that's going to appeal to a younger audience that advertisers pay less money for. So if you want to have a higher RPM, for me, making gardening videos for old people, that brings in a lot more money than how to fix something on your phone, which has a younger audience. So the topic affects the RPM, and the geography affects the RPM. So if most of your viewers are in the United States, those views pay more than views from the UK or views from somewhere such as India. So different RPMs for different countries. You and I have no control over this, of course, but it's interesting to know, and it might affect the types of videos that you make and the type of language that you use in the titles and in the videos. That could affect how people around the world are watching your video. There are a few other things that affect the RPM. Those are the big ones for me, I've found. So we've done views, watch time, subscribers, and it shows you what you usually earn. So for the subscribers, it tells me what I usually get. And because I'm in crazy town at the moment because of this one viral video, the typical number of subscribers is it's somewhere between 100 and 700, 780. That's useful, YouTube. Thank you. It is somewhere between those really huge differences. But at the moment, it seems to be quite regular at around the 20 subscriber a day mark. On the right hand side here, see where it says see live count, and it shows you the number of subscribers going up in real time. So today I started the day yesterday, the end of yesterday at 7:47, and we are now at 7:59, and we can see the real time views as well. So I click on see more. So I'm doing roughly 2,500 views a day. This is the last 48 hours. So in the last 48 hours, it's nearly 5,000 views. And in the last 60 minutes, 126 views. So the content, the overall content, getting 65,000 views. Impressions, let's look at impressions. How many impressions do you get in a month? Please leave a comment if you're watching the replay. Impressions are how many thumbnails YouTube shows to viewers. And then the click-through rate is how many people click on those thumbnails. So let's put the click-through rate explanation up. So for click-through rates, the way it works is if you have 100 thumbnails and 10 people click on those thumbnails, you have a click-through rate of 10%. So that's what this percentage is. It's just how many people click on it. And it's interesting, but I have no control whatsoever. I've said this on every single analytics video. I'm going to say it again. I have no control over who YouTube shows my thumbnails to. So I have no control on the click-through rate. I can influence it by making good titles and good thumbnails that people might want to click. But YouTube is constantly testing videos on new viewers. So I'm not going to get hung up on my click-through rate. It's an interesting thing to have. What's more important to me is getting more videos out to build a regular audience and to get better at making videos. So I'm going against the gurus who are saying, oh, you should try and increase your click-through rate. It's like, well, yeah, but I'm not the one putting thumbnails out to people, am I? And I've seen it on the video that went crazy nuts. It suddenly showed a lot of impressions because it was trying it out on new audiences, and the views went up, but the click-through rate went down. And I did that on the last analytics video, that when more impressions are shown, the click-through rate goes down a bit because new people the video's being tested out on new people. I've got no control over this, so I'm not going to get any sleepless nights from what my click-through rate is. I will get sleepless nights if I haven't got tomorrow's video ready, and that's all I'm concentrating on at the moment. Average view duration is, again, it's just a bit of a meaningless figure because this is on average for all of my 250 videos on my channel. It averages about 2 minutes 54. Should we see how that's changed over time? In the last 90 days it's gone down a bit because the average for the last 90 days is 3 minutes. For the last year, that average view duration is lower again, so it has increased here. So that would be, last year. This one video has had such a massive effect on all of the statistics on my channel because I was quite happily bumping along with an average view duration of 1 minute 30. And then because that one video about Google Photos gets so many views, that really overtakes most of the statistics. And this is pretty much tracking how many people, what the view time is on that one video that's getting hundreds of thousands of views. Let's go last 28 days, and it shows how many viewers have come back. So the purple line are viewers that have watched my channel before, and the blue line at the top are new viewers. So those new viewers pretty much mostly are watching that Google Photos video. So the unique views is 47,000 of the 64,000 are new viewers. Revenue we've done already, so I've gone through that. Let's scroll through. That's what I've been earning for the last few months. And research is a new tab, or it's fairly recent. You can actually search topics. So if you say you have a channel on Minecraft, you type in Minecraft, you can see what the top searches are in that territory, and then you can change the filters. So that's all searches. If we go content gaps only, this is where there aren't videos, that many videos for the topic. There's a bit of a shortage. So if you put your topic in here, this tab will show you what most people are looking for and not getting. So you might want to make a video on this subject. So shaders for Minecraft PE, I don't even know what that is. If you know what that is, make a video on it, because there aren't enough videos on that topic. So that's what the research tab is for. Upinong, I hope I've pronounced that properly. Are you live or it's a premiere? Unfortunately, this is live. This is what I'm like in real life. I edit my videos really carefully and take out all the gaps, all the awkward pauses where I go a lot. So you're getting the Happy Hut Unplugged at the moment. So it's great to have you along if you're still here. I think that's pretty much everything on this channel. If you have any other questions, put them in the comments or the chat. I'm going to go to another channel now. Who wants to see how much money I'm earning? So you saw I'm earning about $500 per month on the other channel. On this channel, I'm not doing nearly as much business, but this channel's only been live for a couple of years, and it was monetized this time 1 year ago. So we can now go through how much money YouTube pays me for this channel. That's how much I earn in a month for my other channel. So I'll just show you what the channel looks like, because there is a really useful metric that YouTube doesn't share with us easily. And I'm going to show you the one metric that I'm watching for all of this year. Can you guess what the metric is? It's right there. 143 videos. That is the only statistic that I want to increase for both channels. I want the total number of videos to go up. This channel that you're watching right now with 11,000 subscribers has 250 videos live. This channel has 143, and it's only been going for a couple of years. That is why I'm not doing as much money on this, I think. And also because of the topic as well. I don't think people are that excited about a dad doing DIY, or if they are, YouTube hasn't discovered it yet. But I love making these videos, and don't get me wrong, I really love this channel, and I really enjoy sharing my YouTube experiments with you and hearing your experiments too, and the information that we get to share. But I really like making my little dad videos of me like building stuff and buying gifts and unboxing things. So this is a slightly different story, as you can see, because I'm only getting about 1,300 views a day. It's getting better. There's a reason why. Look, if I go to 90 days, you'll see a little bit of growth. Oh, look, can you see? It's definitely growing over the last 90 days. And if I show all of this year, so if I go 2023, look how it's grown. But the reason it's grown, there's a little clue on the right-hand side. And that's because I have some videos about gardening tools, and when the sun comes out, these videos are hidden most of the time. And then as soon as we hit April, boom, we get, I get lots of views for my lawn mowing videos. You can see just in that little top 10 there, how to change a strimmer line, best Flymo mower. So these are doing well, and I'm hoping that sharing these statistics helps you to compare your statistics, and I hope you're not comparing them unfavorably, because the worst thing to do is to compare how things are going, because we're all on different journeys. This could change overnight, and also this could be a lot better as well. But I'm really happy with how it's going, because I really like making these videos. So just scroll down and you can see just from the thumbnails what kind of videos are going out on this channel. Wow, it really shows you everything in the last 48 hours. So I'm going to show you how much revenue that pulls in. Don't worry, I won't go through all of the tabs on this one. But so far in 2023, it's 5,000 hours, 600 subscribers, in the year so far, so that's good. $490 so far in 2023. Let's go straight to the chase. Let's go to the big revenue button. Oh, we had a good day yesterday. Look at that. And I'll tell you why. So you can see that the revenue is going up, and that's because my gardening videos are slowly kicking in, and people are having to mow the lawn and look for a new mower and change the line on the strimmer. Yesterday was the best day in 2023. I had no idea. This is news to me. I'm very excited about this. I got $6. So if you add that to the, if I can remember, I think it was $11 on this channel. That means overall I was paid $17 yesterday. This channel is a bit more difficult though, because the videos are shorter. They're all how-tos or unboxings. So what tends to happen is that people watch it and go, great, that's the mower I'm going to buy. And off they go, and I never see them again. So the views are shorter, and the viewers don't tend to watch another video. Whereas on this channel, the channel you're watching now, I share my YouTube journey. So if you're interested in tips and tricks on YouTube, you might watch another one of my videos, or you might watch a few of my videos. That's why I get more money on this channel, I think. The niche on my Dad Delivers channel is me. I'm the only constant thing on that channel, and people are too busy mowing their lawn to want to come back. So the RPM, let me put the reminder back on screen if you're just joining us on this live chat, on this live stream rather. $3.41. So the RPM on this channel is $6.48, if I remembered that correctly. So I earn double the money on this channel that you're watching right now per 1,000 views than I get from my Dad Delivers channel. And so that's because it's shorter videos. The RPM is slightly higher for some of them because it's for older people who are looking to buy products, so the advertisers want to get to them. But look at the geography. Most of my audience are in the UK, because they are UK products. So you can see my top geographies here. 54% of my views come from the UK, and the UK doesn't pay as much money per 1,000 views as the US. Whereas this channel here, we should go through that, shouldn't we? So you can see that 57% of my audience are from the UK. Yeah, look at this. On this channel that you're watching right now, my top geographies, 25% are from the USA. So of the 5 people watching now, one of them is going to be from the United States-ish. India is my next biggest viewership. Hello, India. If you're watching in India, it's really brilliant to see you. And thanks for saying hi in the comments, because I do read them and reply to them. But only 6% are in the United Kingdom. So that is quite a difference from my Dad Delivers channel and my breakdown on age and gender. So for my Dad Delivers channel, because they're how-to videos, it's quite a broad mix there, but I have got quite some older viewers. And if I compare that with this channel, the viewership on this channel, bizarrely, is a lot younger. The top content in 2023, I'll just show you my top 10, because it might show you how the topic affects the views. But number 10, so we've got how to buy postage online in the UK. See, that does really well. I get lots of views, but only people in the UK watch it. And I'll click on revenue. See, it's not really earning that much money. And the RPM is $2.14. So I only earn $2 for every 1,000 views of that video of how to buy postage online. And the UK doesn't pay as much money. Same for my central heating furnace. I think you call it in the States. We call it a boiler. How to renew a driving license in the UK. Again, these are doing really good views. But they're people in the UK, and YouTube doesn't pay you so much money because advertisers want to pay more to see people in Norway, Sweden, Australia, and the United States. This video here, this more on the RPM tip, is how to fix a Kindle. So this could be of interest to anyone in the world. And if I go into the statistics for that, and we'll go into the revenue, and I'll show you the RPM for this video. It's $3, so it's more than the postage video, and the postage video is really long. This video just shows you how to fix a Kindle, and it's really quick, but the RPM is much more for that. IKEA curtains can appeal to anyone in the world that has an IKEA store. So I get I've got $32 for that since I published it. If I hit the revenue button and we'll look at the RPM, which is how many dollars, it's $3 per 1,000 views. That's still okay. And I could compare them by going into the advanced tab. Let me show you my top rated video first. How to get a pack code. And this is brought in for the same time as most of the other videos, $266. This is 10 times more money that this one brings in. And the great thing with this one, if I hit engagement, you can see the average view duration is 3 minutes, much longer than the other videos. And you can see YouTube is saying it's 1 minute 16 longer than usual. And I think that might help affect the revenue. Yeah, the revenue is $3. It's still quite low though. It's still half the RPM for the channel that you're watching right now, because it's for people in the UK. My goodness, your questions have been absolutely wonderful. I really appreciate them. If there's anything else that you want to know about YouTube and about my journey and my experiments, please leave a comment. It'd be so good to hear any more questions, and then I'll be able to put them into my next live stream. And I'm thinking of doing this regularly because it's fun. It's so much easier to just do this in real time. I know I've been doing this for about an hour and 20 minutes, but I thought if I just show you everything and I don't edit it, you can click along while I'm doing it. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for taking me to 10,000 subscribers. It's just insane. The thought of 10,000 people in a room is pretty mind-blowing. And now I'm at 11,000 subscribers. And to get 3,000 views a day, I can't get my head around that. As you can see, it's the money is really nice. It's not quite life-changing yet. And the only way that I'm going to get to that, well, I've got a light going out. It's getting a bit, this is like a closing thoughts kind of thing. The only thing that I'm keeping my eye on is getting the next video out. I've got some really good videos coming out. Shall I show you my wall of video? Let's show you my wall of video. Yeah, you can still hear me on this microphone. Hello, come closer. So I showed you how StreamYard worked, and I think I am going to get the paid version of this because it is a lot of fun. But over here, if I pan over, these are the ideas that I have for videos coming up. Let's stretch the microphone over so you can still hear me. Dad gift ideas. I'm going big on that on the Dad Delivers channel because I do unboxings anyway, but I'm going to try and add them up and turn them into videos where if you're looking for ideas for gifts for dads, I'm going to make more of those. How this time helps my kids. Oh, this timer. Oh, I've made that video. So I've got a new toy down here. This is brilliant. This is coming out on my Dad Delivers channel. Look, it's called like a Pomodoro timer. So you can set the timer and it visually shows the timer being counted down. And that has been really helpful for writing scripts and doing very dull work like making thumbnails. I don't want to make this video because I know it'll get loads of views, but those people watching that will never watch my channel again. And I want to make this video, how to get my broadband down by 50%, because I did that. I managed to get my monthly subscription for the internet. Maybe I should be paying more, but how it's going tonight. But I got it reduced from £50, which I think is about $60, down to £20. Let's go back to camera one. We've got the microphone in shot there. So if there are any video ideas that you'd love to see on this channel, put them in the comments because I do read them and it does really help spark ideas for the channel. It's been nice and cozy, hasn't it? I like it with this light going off. Creative and organised. Thank you. I don't think it is. I don't see it that. I see it as a bit of a mess and a wall of guilt because these are all the videos that I haven't made yet. But I get really tense because when I think of a video, I want to hold on to it, and then I hold on to it in my head, and that's not a good place to hold on to video. So I just write it out and just get it out of my head and slam it on my wall. I also have like lots of Word docs with scripts half written, and I've got a thing called Notion which captures ideas, and you can make a little card, an electronic card for each idea, and then put links and ideas for script in there. So I've got 3 different places of videos that I am not making. If this video is helping, thank you so much for hitting the thumbs up button. I do appreciate it. And hitting the subscribe button as well, because I'm going to have a lot more videos, as you can see, where I do more experiments here on YouTube. And right here is what YouTube knows that you're going to want to be watching next. Thanks for being awesome. Good night, everyone.